Hello everyone, this is T-Hoy Gaming, and today we are going to get into our NBA Power Rankings for the week of December 26th through January 1st. This will be a start of a weekly series, so let's get into it. So starting with our number 10 team, I have the Charlotte Hornets going 2-2 last week, beating the Heat and Magic, losing to the Nets and Cavs. The Charlotte Hornets are led by Kemba Walker. The downfall for this team is their bench. Their best player coming off the bench is possibly Frank Kaminsky, and I do not see him getting it done off the bench for the Charlotte Hornets as time goes on. At number 9, I have the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Oklahoma City Thunder were 2-1 last week, beating the Clippers and Heat, losing to the Grizzlies. Losing is a nice way to put it. They were blown out. They were completely dominated by the Memphis Grizzlies, blown out by 34 points. This team has one player and one player only, that is Russell Westbrook. He himself will not be able to lead this team to much, in my opinion. You know, he'll get them to the playoffs, a decent seed, but I do not see them doing much from there. That is why the Thunder are my number 9 team for this week. At number 8, I have the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies were 2-2 last week, beating the Thunder and Kings, losing to the Celtics and Magic. Memphis is a decent team. Mike Conley is finally back. Marc Gasol has had a little issues with injuries, but he is going to come back sooner than later. Zach Randolph is playing a whole new role coming off the bench, and I think that's huge for the Grizzlies if he can be big off the bench, because I don't think he needs to be a starter with his age right now. I think he just needs to perform, and that is what he has been doing as of lately. At number 7, I have the Boston Celtics going 2-1 last week, beating the Grizzlies and Heat and losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Celtics are led by Isaiah Thomas, and all around they have a pretty good team, but to me the most important key to this team is Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens has done a phenomenal job with this team. In what is so-called their rebuilding years, the Celtics have become a competitive franchise again, and I expect them to keep this up as time goes on. The Utah Jazz are my number 6 team, going 3-0 last week, beating the Suns, 76ers, and Lakers. No impressive wins for this squad, but overall I think they are a very competitive and good team. Led by Gordon Hayward, Rudy Gobert, and Rodney Hood. This team, I really think this team will be good. A lot of people do not have them as high as I think they are, which is number 6, but I mean, overall, I can't complain about this team. I really think they got what it takes. They got an all-around good squad, good bench. So we'll just have to see how they do as time passes. At number 5, I have the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors were 2-2 last week, beating the Lakers and Blazers, losing to the Suns and Warriors. Losing to the Suns hurt them. I would have had them at 4, but that loss right there moves them down to 5. Led by a fantastic backcourt of DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. They're a very dangerous backcourt and have been playing very good as of late, leading the Raptors with 72 points combined against the Lakers. This team has potential to do a lot, but as you all know, they have playoff trouble, and we'll just have to see how they do. At number 4, I have the San Antonio Spurs going 2-1 last week, beating the Blazers and Suns, losing to the Hawks in overtime by 2. The Spurs are always good. Always good. You can't complain about that. But I do not think that as time goes on, they will have what it takes. I think they have too many old players. At number 3, I have the Houston Rockets going 4-0 last week, beating the Knicks, Clippers, Mavs, Suns. This team is very, very impressive. James Harden has been putting on a show as of late, and he's being more of a team player this year. That is why they are performing how they are. James Harden is, like I said, I mean, what changed to point guard? I don't know why, but whatever he's doing it right, and they need to keep it up. At the number 2 spot, I have the Golden State Warriors going 2-0 last week, beating the Raptors and Mavs, dominating the Raptors in the first half, letting them come back a little, but they held them off at the end. The Warriors have been good as of late, but they cannot beat the Cavs. That is why they are number 2. And at number 1, we have the Cavs. This is no surprise, going 2-1 last week, beating the Hornets and Celtics, losing at Detroit. LeBron rested for the game at Detroit. Some may say that's why they lost. I mean, the Cavs are just waiting to the playoffs now, to be honest. They're a game and a half ahead of the Raptors as of now, and it could change, but it's very doubtful considering the Cavs are 3-0 against the Raptors this season. Each game decided by less than 5 points, though, so if it does come down to that series again, it could be a good one, but you never know what it will come down to in the NBA. So those are my power rankings for week of December 26th through January 1st, and we will keep this up again next Monday. Let me know if you like how I'm using 2K, or if you want to see a video of myself talking about this. We can change the series up a little. Just let me know how you like it. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.